Hey guys, Bobby Bollinger here, and today I'll be bringing you a new edition of my 2017 team predictions for the NFL. Today, we're going for everyone's favorite to make the Super Bowl, except mine. The New England Patriots. Now, they added a ton of talent in, and there's seemingly no reason for them not to have a perfect season. Well, except for a few questions, like, obviously, will they be perfect? They made a ton of additions, including a new speedster at wide receiver. Now, unfortunately, they've lost Edelman, and that's probably the most important piece of their offense. They've gotten by without Gronk, they've gotten by without Amendola, they've gotten by without Brady, but they've never gotten by without Edelman, and that is going to be a big loss. They can replace him statistically, but attitude-wise, and how he himself is able to grind a defense, which is very unique, that's something they can't replace, and it's something they won't replace. Meanwhile, on defense, they still obviously have a bunch of great tools. I personally think their linebacking core is a little on the savvy side, but like depth-wise. Also, offensive line, one injury, and we're going to see some problems on the O-line. Now, of course, there's still a ton of talent on this team. It's the Patriots. Bill Belichick coaches everyone really well. So the next question is, can Brady keep up with all this talent? I mean, let's face it, guys. Tom Brady is 40 years old. Peyton Manning was 40 years old once. It didn't go well for him. The human body at 40 years old just goes to crap. That's the fact of the matter. Especially when you have pre-existing injuries. Now, do I think he'll decline as much as Manning did? No. His pre-existing injury isn't a severed nerve or something that causes him to not be able to feel the ball he's throwing. It's a leg issue, so he won't be able to move at all, which makes their shaky depth at the O-line a little bit troubling. Plus, he does have games against some pretty heavy-hitting defenses, like J.J. Watt, Chiefs. So, I don't think he's going to be able to keep up in the sense that he can make this team perfect. Now, do they have better options at quarterback? No, of course not. As much as I dislike the Patriots and dislike this guy, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Not the best in my mind, but he is up there. And I will begrudgingly admit that. Now, what do I think the record's going to be? I've already said it ain't going to be perfect. So, what will it be? Personally, I think 13-3. Even with all the problems I've listed before, it's the Patriots. They're in the AFC East, and they're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna go 13-3. They just have that much talent in them. But I don't think they're gonna make the Super Bowl. It's just this feeling I have. Like, when you try to make a super team like the Patriots very obviously did this year, I've always said, when you try to make a super team, something's gonna go wrong. And with Edelman down, something went wrong. And Gronk's probably gonna get injured halfway through the season. That's kind of his thing now. I've heard from somewhere, I don't know if it's true or not, that Amendola is also injury prone. So, like, that's three people that could be gone halfway through the season, two of which are pretty much certain, one of which maybe. And the three biggest receivers on your team being gone, even if you have replacements, you don't have that many replacements. So I don't think the Patriots can make the Super Bowl, let alone win it. Now, obviously, 13-3, it's nothing to laugh at. It's always a good team. Come playoff times, they'll give a good game. But it's my least favorite team in the NFL. So I might be a little biased here, but this is how I see things. I'm not going to follow popular consensus on really anything. It's always going to be my thought on what the team brings to the table. And for the Patriots, it's a powerful team that just isn't quite right in my mind. Still, next time, we're moving on to a new division. Until then, see you next time. Get it.